Hey guys, Sarah Berry CPA, Texarkana, Texas here, and today we have mailed out the 2020 organizers. Woohoo! 2020 is officially over. I'm not sure that 2021 is going to be any better, but we can hope and pray, right? So, you guys are going to be seeing these envelopes coming in the mail, and the purpose of this video is to just walk you through the organizer in case you have any questions, what you need to fill out, what you don't need to worry about. But here is the envelope you're going to see showing up. Our tax deadlines to receive information. So as of right now, the deadline to file the tax return is still April 15th. I fully expect that it could be extended to July 15th, but as of right now, we have to plan for April 15th because that's what we're given. I'd rather plan to have them filed by April 15th and have it extended than plan to not have to file them until July 15th and then have to rush there at the end. So in order to get your 1040 filed by April 15th, we have to have your information by March the 19th. So very similar to the deadlines we've had for the past couple days. I just put that sticker on the outside of the envelope because many of you guys do not even open the envelopes. So you can't miss the deadlines there. And then the other two deadlines are for later, the 9/15 deadlines. So if you have a partnership or an S corporation and we've extended it to September 15th, we have to have your information by July 31st. If your 1040, your personal tax return has been extended to October the 15th, then we have to have that information from you by August 31st. And that gives us plenty of time there to prepare your tax return so we're not rushed. So that's the outside of the organizers there. Now let's open this bad boy up. So when you open up your organizer, you will see this pink piece of paper, first thing you're greeted with, and it lets you know you do not have to complete the entire organizer, but at a minimum, it is mandatory. You read and sign the attached engagement letter. If we don't get the engagement letter back from you now, we're going to make you sign it whenever you pick up your tax return. We've been doing that for a few years now. It's just a requirement, best practice in our industry. And also, we want you to answer the yes/no questions at the front of the package. One important question that's in there this year is how much did you get with your stimulus, the first round and the second round? So we have to know how much you received, and then we're going to calculate how much you should have received. And if you should have received more, then we're going to make for sure you get what the federal government owes to you. And if you received more than what you should have, keep in mind you do not actually have to pay it back. So just make for sure you let us know exactly how much you received. Hopefully the IRS is going to come out with a portal where we can enter Social Security numbers, identifying information, and they will tell us how much you received. So we don't have to rely on memory or going through bank statements. But as of right now, we have to know that from you so that we can prepare your tax return. So we do want you to read and sign the engagement letter, answer the yes/no questions. In the organizer, we'll go through a few of those together. So that's a minimum. The rest of the information is if you want to use it to help you gather your information together. Now, if you get your organizer and you don't see anything past the yes/no questions, well, guess what? You didn't get the complete organizer because you didn't fill it out in prior years. So we didn't give you a list of, hey, fill out all your interest income, dividend income, fill out all your rental property information. We didn't send that to you because you haven't been using it in the past. We're just sending you a generic package with this engagement letter and the yes/no questions that everybody else gets. So, and not everybody's getting the detailed, complete organizer because it's not utilized by everyone. Okay, so when you get your information, how are you going to get it to us? You can mail it, snail mail, email. You can use our secure portal, or you can drop it by the office and we'll call you when we have questions. Now, the more detailed information goes and tells you like how to use our secure portal. Most of you guys have access to the secure portal by now, but if you do not have access to our portal and you want to be able to exchange documents with us securely, call the office and let them know that you want to set up a portal. Give them your email address and we will send you an invitation to the portal. You'll set up your password, and then to log in from that point forward, you will go to my website, www.sarahberrycpa.com, and there is a link there to a secure portal, and that's how you will access it from this point forward. So to get us your tax information, mail, email, use a secure portal, or drop it by the office. Now, if you have questions or concerns, either specific information you feel like you need to talk with us, we can do a phone meeting, we can do a Zoom meeting, or if you're comfortable and it works out with our schedule, we can also do a face-to-face meeting. In the past, we had lots of face-to-face meetings. With the pandemic that's happened this past year, we don't do that many face-to-face meetings. Zoom has become really popular, phone consultations. But again, if you need to come in and meet, we can do that. We keep our appointments to Tuesdays or Thursdays is what we do. But there's the phone number there. You can give us a call. Okay, next page. So this is just a generic letter that everyone's getting. A few changes going on in our firm this year. So we've limited office hours to try to protect ourselves and you guys. We have teams working, some from home and some from the office. But our offices are closed on Fridays except during tax season. So during tax season, we will try to be here 8 to 5 a Monday through Friday so that you guys can come pick up your tax returns if you decide you want to come pick them up. When we complete your tax return, we always give you a call and let you know that your tax return is completed. We go over the results with you and we give you an option of, do you want to sign electronically? Do you want to access the secure portal to get your documents? We can email it to you in a secure way, or we can put a link with password protect and all that emailed, or we can mail it to you, or you can drop by and pick it up if you prefer that. So just a change, if it's not tax season, our offices are not open on Fridays. So when COVID hit, we started an email newsletter. Obviously, if you're watching this, you probably have access to our email newsletter, but this paper letter that's going out to you guys is giving you the information that we have an email newsletter. And if you haven't been getting a newsletter from us, and you want to get on our email list, then just let us know. Call the office, give us our email. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, secure online sharing portal. Remember that we have filing services. If you want to form an LLC or corporation, that is an option on our website now. Again, remember that we are focusing primarily on small businesses and the owners of small businesses. So it's pretty rare that we actually accept a new client that does not have a small business. And even if someone has a small business, we still have some pre-qualification questions and things that we go through just to make for sure that we know what the client needs and that we're able to service those needs so we're a good fit for each other. And remember our tax deadlines. So hopefully April 15th is still going to be the day to submit tax returns. And our deadlines are March 19th to meet the April 15th deadline. This is a very detailed letter here, going through some tax updates. Also, I go through some possible law changes that were a result of the blue wave that we experienced in November. What we think is possible that we will see due to a Biden administration. And I list those out there for you. Again, it's speculation, but based upon what has been proposed in the past by himself, President-elect Biden, and his colleagues, this is some things that we are coming to expect. Not for sure if this will kick in 2021 or 2022. Let's see here. Important deadlines. Again, reiterating, these are the deadlines and this is the time frame. We need everything in order to meet those deadlines. Engagement letter. Pretty standard here. You guys have been signing it now for a couple years. The main thing is if you get audited, that's a separate representation. It's your responsibility to provide us with accurate information. We have a deadline to get us the information on time. Tax planning services are separate than tax preparation services. So just because we prepare your tax return does not mean that we do an in-depth tax planning with you in the fall without incurring additional fees. So just make for sure that is communicated well. Married filing joint clients. If it's a married filing joint tax return, God forbid you get a divorce next year, it is the property of both of you guys. We cannot deny a husband or wife access to any of the tax returns or tax records. The taxes are not our responsibility. They're your responsibility. It's our responsibility to take the information from you and accurately prepare your tax return. Okay, so here's your questions. Yes or no questions. These are mandatory to complete. A lot of these you've been seeing for years, but there are a few new ones this year, and I wanted to point out. Did you receive the first round of stimulus payments? That's a yes or no. If so, how much did you get? Did you receive the second round of stimulus payments? If so, how much? So give me that information there. Let's see, I thought there was a few more questions here. Oh, did you get a coronavirus related distribution from a retirement account? If you check yes to that, then we will be giving you a call to see if you want to make the election to spread that that retirement distribution out over 3 years, if you plan to repay it. There was a whole bunch of tax changes in the CARES Act that we will need to discuss with you to see what your intentions are on that. There's not as many questions. It is 3 pages. I took out the questions that didn't apply to everyone. Did you purchase any big ticket items? So did you pay sales tax on a vehicle, ATV, etc.? If you check yes, then it's possible we need to get some sales tax information from you. Again, this year we are offering our clients the convenience of, we can schedule your 2021 estimated tax payments to automatically draft your bank account. This has been very popular with a lot of our clients, that we can go ahead and schedule your estimated payments for 4/15/2021, 6/15, 9/15, and 1/15/2022. So you don't have to get those coupons that we give you, and remember to write a check and send it in the mail. A lot of our clients say, yeah, I got those coupons in envelopes. They're sitting there, they are on our refrigerator, clipped on a magnet in my refrigerator, so I won't forget them. So you're afraid you're going to forget to pay the IRS and get a penalty. Well, instead of doing that, we can schedule your payments to draft for you. And okay, so what if your income's not as much as what you thought it was and you want to change or stop that draft from going through? You can do that as well. And there's a number there to call, or I have for a lot of my clients, I call myself, cancel those payments and get that confirmation so that you're not overpaying your taxes. So just because we schedule the payments, something comes up, we can always cancel them later. It's just a convenience that we're offering to our clients. And if you owe when we file your 2020 tax return, we can schedule that to draft your bank account as well. So that's a question here. If you're interested in us paying your taxes electronically, then you check the box yes. We'll need your routing and account number so we can get that scheduled for you. So I think that covers any questions that would have changed. Tax season is upon us, and I just want to tell you guys I really appreciate your support of our firm, and can't wait to be of service to you guys this year. Bye-bye.